it gets me scared every time I hear it. It just brings me back to that day.
Bae got that body and she knows it. We sipping on that shit till they closing.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Anna, back with another video. I know it's been a while since I actually posted, but yeah, so I'm with another video, and I wanted to do a video because I was talking to one of my friends, well, yeah. So then one night, last night I had like heard like a little shot. Sound like somebody like shot a gun or something with a, and so I was listening, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to bed, because I was going to stay up and watch TV or be on my phone and watch videos, but I didn't get to do that. So I was like, well, I remember this one time I was, I want to say North Avenue or Junior High. Sorry, my nose itches. But I was like probably 7th or 8th grade at the time. Or North Avenue 6, and then Junior High 7th and 8th. So between those 3 grades, so which is, I want to say, what age? Probably like 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So it wasn't in 8th grade, because that's one thing. Yeah. So it was either between 6th and 7th grade. So anyways, so at the time, it was just me and my mom at home. We used to watch this one show. I forgot what it was called, but it showed every Friday on Lifetime, and they were showing like they'll have like a picture of somebody that they're looking for. It's like, I guess you could say it's something like Criminal Minds or something like that, but it's like real life or whatever. So they'll post a picture, and then they'll be like, oh, this person was captured, or this person is still on the loose. This is what to look out for. Call this number, whatever. And we were watching that. I was watching it in my room, and then my mom was watching it in the living room. And well, one night, normally we would watch it together, but I decided to watch it in my room for that one night. And so at the time, my brother wasn't really living with us. My brother's real hard-headed, so he wasn't really living with us. He was doing his own thing. So I was in my room, like I said. I was watching it, and I heard like a shot. And at the time, I didn't know what a gunshot sounded like. I never been around guns. Like, I seen what guns look like, because a family friend has one. So they would go like hunting and stuff. So I seen what it looks like, but I never heard of it. Never heard of one going off. So that night I heard something, and I was like, what's that sound? So I kind of turned my TV down, and I was like, oh, it's nothing. So I go back to it. And so, like, after that, not even long ago after that, 3 more minutes passed by, and then it was like constant back to back to back to back. And mind you, my room, this is my window right here. That's my window, and then I have another window behind my phone. Well, it's like right there, like in the backyard, basically, that all this stuff was going on. So I took off running. Me as a little girl, well, to this day, it kind of like, it gets me scared every time I hear it. It just brings me back to that day. So, but it's not that big of a deal for me. I'm okay. But like that night, I heard shots, and I was like, what the heck? And then it stopped. So all of us, like, around the block, our neighbors, the apartments next to this house, to my house, my parents' house, whatever, everybody was out, and we were close friends. I've been here almost my whole life, you know. I was raised in this house, born and raised in this house. I never moved. So anyway, so we're real close to all of our neighbors. Everybody talks to each other. If we don't like each other, then we just say hi and move about our day. So everybody gets out the house, and we all looked at each other. We're standing on top of our porch, and we're all looking at each other like, what's going on? So there's a little fence right here in the middle from my room and the neighbors, because normally back then you could be able to walk through there. Just, it's a little shortcut instead of walking around the whole block. We had a little shortcut. It's just a straight path right here. And so we would like walk to the store instead of walking the whole block. And so at the time they put a fence there. They built a fence. And my neighbor was like, what the hell? So we ended up going around the block, and everybody was like looking in the, I want to say, the landlord to these apartments, he was on his phone. He likes to show out. He likes to be the news reporter of the town, like posting stuff, like what's going on in the town and stuff. So he was out here like recording everything, and the cops' faces, you know, acting out, and he's like, what's going on? You know, I need to know because this is my little area. Well, anyways, so we were out there, and I saw the trailer house, like the window was broken, and there was cops, I guess, inside looking for like the person. And so the person jumped out the window, and in the back of our house is kind of like a little wood, like kind of like woods, kind of. Just a little tiny part of the woods, and he went through there, and he ran the whole block, and came out through my house, and he had like a white T-shirt. I remember this plain as day, whatever, plain as night. So he had like a white T-shirt, and it was kind of ripped up. It's all bloody, kind of, I guess, because he cut himself or something had happened. Him and these guys were a shootout, whatever, and so. He comes running, and I looked, and I was like, I told my mom, I was like, what's going on, you know? So we're asking what's going on, and then, trying to remember, so then, the cops were like, one of our neighbors, had, I guess, like a vehicle, so they were in their vehicle, and they were chasing their car down, and was trying to like write the license plates to give to the cops, I'm assuming. And later on, he ended up getting busted. He ended up getting caught and stuff. He's a real, like, I guess you could say he sells and stuff like that, you know. So anyways, so he ended up getting caught and getting locked up, but it just happened so fast. I just remember hearing the shots, and I took off from my room to the living room. My little short self didn't think I could run that fast, but I ran. And my mom just looked at me like, what's going on? My mom's like, what's going on? And I was like, I heard shots. You don't hear that? She's like, no. So she turns on the TV, and she opens the door, and you can hear sirens, I guess, like all the cops and everything coming over here and stuff like that. And it was so crazy. I didn't think that I would ever witness something like that. But, yeah. So, yeah, my story time's kind of everywhere, but just what I remember. Alright. See y'all soon. I'll be back with another video soon. So,